Hey, what's up, Relly? What's up, Felly? Chef Strange, Rock it. I'm like, trying to see if I can get Bolo back up in the gym. See if we can move and groove like we supposed to. We was on some good shit, and they just had to cut us off. They had to go on ahead and terminate the success. It's all right. We can double back on them, though. We gonna get them back. Snapping it. That's that guy. Hey, join, join, family. Request it. Let me see. Either add it or request it, so you can jump on the joint. You can see what's happening. If that request I sent you don't work, just request it. And then you in there. Love. How you doing, sweetheart? HB, what's happening? All right, all right, smooth. Man, good shot. Yeah, man. Hey, what's going on with you? Yes, it's no, Bunny, how you doing? Waiting for my partner to jump back up here. How you doing, sweetheart? Been a minute. Hey, you want to give me your take on what a woman is? You can come up. The title is "Can you play your position?" And we speaking on as a woman or as a man. She said, "I'm good." Quick, got out of there quick, huh? I respect it. You said that quick. Said the not me. What's going on with y'all? Y'all camera shy or what, man? Somebody jump up here and tell me uh, what's a man's position or what's a woman's position from your perspective, what you think, or tell me what you know. Not trying to put it in a box, but everybody has a position to play, Not trying to box it up as man or woman, because everybody can play the share roles in a position, uh, or know how to play a role in a position or of a position, even though that may not be your position. You could definitely learn or get an understanding of that position. So if you need to ever fill in, yeah, the role reversal, I'm not too big on. At the same time, I am big on a person understanding another role or another position in order to, in case we're gonna call it in case of an emergency. You know what I'm saying? What was the question? Because I just said it. If you caught it, little sis, you can definitely come up and tell me what a man's position, what you think a man's position is, or what their role or what the qualities of a man should be, and or a woman from your perspective. We want women perspective and men perspective. What does it say? The fellas, what's happening with you? Hey, or you can definitely come on up. You can definitely come on up. What's going on, LRP? We just having a conversation about position. I can't read all the shit though. A man's position is dominant. His job is to be a professor. That's it. In a sense, definitely. In a great sense, definitely. Definitely. I could concur with that. At the same time, come up and let a motherfucker let the let them know what angle you coming from and what you mean, by what you say. Just request it, man, so y'all can come on up. Cause I can't read all the literature on the Bible because I'm driving, so I ain't gonna be able to do it. Pretty ass game. What's going on? Nah, I didn't say little sis. I didn't say write it in the comments. I said come on up. That's what I said. I know I heard myself say it. And is that where it stops? Just that a man is to protect and provide? Is that where it stops and starts? Or is that where it starts and stops? Okay, there you go. And what about a woman as well?
This
Okay.
is what I think. I
How you
think
hold on? How you doing?
there.
First of all, how you doing? First of all, how you doing?
I'm doing I'm I'm doing I'm doing good. I'm getting the
Okay,
baby in the bath.
okay. Nice,
So
nice to see you. Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you. Yeah. So look,
Okay.
it's a man's. Look at Kaya. I'm about to get off of here. I forgot. When I go live, my followers come on here. Hold on, let me.
It's good. That's
Okay, so this
good.
is
You want them
my
to hear your
thing.
perspective. That's
A
what they're
man's,
supposed to do.
I think a
Your shit,
right.
man.
I think a man's position is to provide and protect. And when I say provide, I mean in all aspects. Like, of course, financially, but even when it comes to knowledge, things that you guys as a couple can do, and even as you as a woman, he's supposed to provide knowledge. And I also think that, okay, so my take on a woman's position is to hold it down. But when I say hold it down, a man, so basically, the man's the muscle, I'm the brain.
You the man's the
That's what I'm
muscle and
saying.
you're the brain. So where's that man's
Mm-hmm.
brain? So where's that man's
No,
brain?
he
In
still
order
has
for
the
him to,
brain. He
but
but wait, he hold
okay,
on.
okay.
He's the he I'm really, a man's gonna think, but I'm his person. He gonna run everything by, make sure this is how it's getting done. Is that how I'm supposed to do? I see people in the comments talk about no. Yeah, well, what y'all got
Yeah,
to say
that's
then?
now. Listen,
Thank
now
you.
we got.
Jalen
Hey,
talk
hold
about
on.
preach.
Whoa,
Okay,
whoa,
period.
whoa, 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 whoa. We're not doing all that extra shit. What we
No,
doing
because
is
she
getting
said preach.
no, no,
Okay,
no,
period.
no, 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 no. We're not doing all that extra shit. We getting on here and we having a
Wait, hold
discussion.
on.
And
No,
I
because he said that makes no
you
sense.
still you
What do you
still
want
paying
me
attention
to
to something else. You still paying attention.
elaborate on?
Hey, you're not
What do you want
listening.
me to elaborate
You're not
on, A
listening.
Harvey?
You're not listening, and you're still paying attention to something else other than me. Hold
I'm
on.
asking him what he wants me to
No,
elaborate on.
you're not asking anything because I'm telling you something right now.
I don't
So
like this line.
slow down, and listen for a second. Well, retreat then. Don't listen. Retreat. Here you go. Come on up. Come on up. Little sis got hot too quick. We're not doing that. We having a discussion. We're not doing the super debates on the anger management tip. We having a discussion. We trying to get some understanding about something. What's going on with you, family?
Oh man, I'm
How
just
you
soaking it
doing,
up,
man?
man.
Huh?
I'm just soaking it up,
What you say? I couldn't hear you.
soaking it up.
Yeah, we just trying to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Just get some understanding across the board. You know, for those that may be lacking uh, 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 understanding of positions and things. You know, but we just having a discussion, some dialogue. We not getting hot under the collar and all the extra shit, man. But excuse me, everything out the butt is bullshit. However, what's your perspective on it, man? It's the title is "Can you play your position?" and that it was supposed to say as a man or as a woman. So, what are the qualities from your perspective, or from your thought? What are the qualities that a man should possess?
I mean, the way the world is constructed, right? The way I believe God set it up, right? Man is it has dominion over everything, right? Like
Right,
we have power over everything, and when I say that is like we have the ability, right? Because everybody don't have that ability. So, like my position is whatever I'm able to hold, right? Because there's levels to positions too, right? You could be
right,
a boy,
most definitely.
you could be a baby, or you could be a man, right? There's
Right,
some certain boys don't hold power over authority over a woman. You're a boy, so you
right,
can't possibly have authority over that woman. So she can project her power over you. But once you become
right,
that man, then those responsibilities are required, right? Like she was even saying, you know what I'm saying? Provider, right? And our being a provider is not for me materialistic, right? That's to me is a complete everything. As a human, I need to provide myself
right.
100% wholeheartedly in whatever position that I'm playing with my significant other. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I think for us, is you have to know who you is. And you always said, Sharp, a man, we got to know who we are first before we can even assume that position. Like
Most
we can
definitely.
assume that position all the time and not really be a man. So I think as men we kind of get it fucked up and project our little boy power on women when we not even fully men. So we think we have that position when we really don't. You got to know yourself to know your position. And when you know yourself and know your position, I guarantee you, I mean, just me growing up, man, I've always had my way with women. And I'm
Yeah.
saying that in respectful ways because I always knew my position. Like I
Right.
always played my role. And my role was to be not dominate, but
Yeah.
to have dominion, right? Like I
Yeah.
dominate everything around me, right? I don't need to dominate my wife or my girl or my whatever it is to have dominion over whatever's around me, right?
Yeah.
I think the dominion comes from being a man. Once you become a man, the dominion is second nature. The woman is going to submit. The woman is going to understand that dominion, and she's going to fall in line. And even when they battle that, I think when a man holds ground, because some of them like to shake it up, right? They like to tend to do that to see what that type of man is, and if they're capable. I think when we stand our
Yeah.
ground, then that position holds its place. It holds its rank. I mean, we'll never leave that, right? Like I've never
Yeah.
left my position, ever in life.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I've
Say that.
always held my position down. Whether she
Right.
holds you down or not, that's on her. But as a man, I'm gonna be here and I'm gonna hold this position down. And that's what we
Right.
do as men. We gotta hold our position. One, we gotta know ourselves and know our position. I get that from you, sir. I say that every day. I wake up now. Who are you? So I gotta
Yeah.
know myself. And once I know myself, bro, then that position gonna be held down easily. Second nature.
Right. Right. I totally agree. I totally agree. One cannot call themselves a man unless they know thyself, and know what you're capable of, know what you will do, what you won't do, know what you'll give into, know what you won't give into. In certain aspects, in certain variables, elements, an individual has to know about themselves before they can obtain any title. You know
And
what I'm
one thing I
saying?
learned, man, Farrakhan said it best, man, a man only knows he's a man because of a woman.
Say that. Say that.
That's some real shit right there. I never
Yeah.
thought of that. You
Yeah.
only know that you a man because you have something to compare to. If you
Yeah.
had nothing to compare to, then what would you think you are? What are you?
Right.
So without the woman, we would not be a man.
Right. Right.
You
That
know what I'm
makes good
saying?
sense. That makes good sense. I would need to get the extra breakdown on that because I like that. I like that analogy. I like
So think about it. Think
that
about it.
angle.
Most boys think that they're men because of what? Because that's what we're told. That's what we're
It's
taught.
because we told to be a man from the jump. Yet, if you don't recognize, you can't recognize yourself as such without having possession of qualities of a
Man.
man. You know
Yes,
what I
sir.
mean? And that's giving a woman, like you said, the woman has to, can't only say, hey, this is my man. She has to actually look at you as a man. She has to look at you in a respectful fashion, a respectful manner. You have to give her something to respect. You have to give her something to pretty much cherish, and look to for answers, look to for understanding, for knowledge, look to for that guidance, that instruction, look to for uh uh see, a man has to me, and I don't mean to cut you off of what you were saying because I know you got more to say.
Nah,
A
partner,
man
hell no, I'm listening, man.
in a position of a man, you are not only a provider, a protector, and a provider is all things. It is not just financial if it is financial, right? Provider is showing her where to go and showing her where she thrives at as well. You know what I mean? She might
Man,
have a
say that.
financial sense or understanding. So giving her that direction on where to go or where that will be suitable for her to flourish at is also what you can provide her with the
That's why
place,
niggas
the
was so
time,
successful in
and
the game,
and the
man.
know-how. I call it the show how and know-how. Yet at the same time, you're a companion as well. A man has to know how to be a companion to a woman. A man has to know how to shit.
Pop
We're
your shit,
therapists.
sharp.
We're
Pop your
counselors.
shit, sharp.
We're all type of things that people don't understand and realize. That's why, when people say, oh, I dealt with this man or that man, nah, you wasn't dealing with a man. You was dealing with exactly, you said, Harvey, a boy. You were dealing with a boy, and now you're charging the man for what the boy has done. And that's backwards. You know what I mean? And you're not only, it's not only backwards, you're working in feelings. So you need to work out your feelings so you won't pass upon the opportunity of the man that may be sitting before you. You know what I'm saying? So once a person
Woo!
really possesses
Hey, you might
these
need to tag
qualities,
that, man.
I know that's
Sharp, you
right.
might need to tag that. You need to pin that quote, man.
I don't know how to do none of that. I'm new to
Yeah,
all this shit,
right, right, right.
and I'm driving, man. So
Yes,
it's
sir.
Hey,
all
what's up,
good.
bro?
Hey, what's happening? What's happening with you?
Everybody
Who is
bros right now.
That is my
that?
bro.
What's going on?
I'm with
Who is that?
I'm with Josline.
Oh, what's happening? Yeah, that's my little sis right there. That's for
Right.
sure. It's been too long. How you been?
Fine. How are you? Just over here listening to you.
Hey, listen, this is great. Hey, I'm glad you just did this. I'm glad you just did this. Now we can get another perspective, if you will. If you may assist me on this, right? From a woman's perspective, what is a woman's position and the qualities that a woman is supposed to possess? If you will enlighten us a little bit.
The quality that a woman's supposed to possess.
Yes. In the position of a woman.
Um. So there's always this thing and this trend about like being submissive.
Uh-huh.
I do believe though for me it's on a spiritual level when you talk about being submissive to your husband, but I think
Uh-huh.
it's also being able to follow. I think in the society that we live in now, for women, we're taught to be strong and to do it all and to handle it. And I think
Mm-hmm.
that sometimes we are either intimidated or scared
to let go of some of that power and lead or follow a man, because we're so used
Ooh,
to just leading and doing what we need to do. So I think that we need to have the ability to be able to follow, but also know that where we're going, right? Being with a man that knows where we're going. You can't follow a
ooh,
nigga that don't know where the fuck he going.
most definitely. That's profound, though. The first layer of what you said was definitely profound. That some women do not want to relinquish that power
But I
that they
mean, why
believe they
would you when you're
possess.
used to doing everything on your own, especially single moms, women that's just out here, and look at the last 5 years. Look how entrepreneurs and black women have thrived in
Now,
businesses.
can I
We're just doing
now
it.
now can I cut you off and
Yes,
object to what you just said, if I
yes,
will, in a respectful fashion?
yes.
Uh, there's a big reason why you would. Because a man was meant to be with a woman, and a woman was meant to be with a man. It is not meant for a woman nor a man to do it all by
Fact,
themselves. No
fact,
matter whether you've been doing it all by yourself or not.
fact.
Release some of the strain. Understand that your life wasn't built on tension, and understand your kids don't want to be your next husband or your next boyfriend
Fact,
or your next
fact,
companion. You get what
fact,
I'm saying? So there's a
fact.
big reason why they should understand that a man is necessary and not just wanted. You get what
Yeah,
I'm saying? That's a big reason why, because you don't know it all either. Even though you've been doing it all, you might have been doing it all wrong.
hella.
You know what I'm saying? So there's a big reason why. I just wanted to inject that and interject one
No,
quick time.
and you're 100% correct, because sometimes we don't have it all. We don't know. We're just leading, and sometimes for some women it's generational. So we're seeing what our moms did, our grandmas did, all of those things. So when you have that, it's like that's all you really know. So if it's been ingrained in you because grandma did it and my mama did it, then that's what it is. So I absolutely positively agree with that,
Right.
and I think that that's why, what I mean. Again, following is important. But I think also our environment plays a huge part, because a lot of times we don't trust the men in our environment. So we don't trust that this man's going to lead us. We don't trust
Yeah.
that, we got done wrong, or we got hurt, or we see niggas out here ain't shit. And so we are a product of our environment sometimes as well. So we kind of feel like
Okay.
we're down. That's why bitches sometimes, not excuse me my language, that's why women sometimes
No, no.
go out
Speak
and find
freely.
niggas
Speak
other
freely.
places.
Hey, man. This is uncensored. Speak freely.
But I'm
This is
saying though, that's
uncensored.
why sometimes with women, especially in Southeast, like, or in San Diego, like, we go out and find niggas in other places because we don't trust our environment. You know what I mean? So
Right.
your environment
Yeah.
plays a huge part.
Okay. So now, what you saying that I had some other things to say on a couple of other notes that you hit on tradition. I'm gonna get back to the tradition because it was embedded in you. Yet at a certain point in time, isn't it your obligation to take the wheel and find out for yourself, opposed to what's been embedded or instilled in you?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I mean, I even
Okay.
speak for myself. I come from, I'm a two-parent home. You know my parents. They've been married
Right.
for almost 40 years.
For a
So
long
even if
year.
that wasn't
Definitely.
my route, I still needed to go out and find out what that looks like, even if I did come from that. So anybody needs to still go out and find that, for sure.
Right, right. And now I got another twist for you. Since you said females go outside of the realm, do you guys go outside? Do you ladies go outside of the realm and look for the same exact niggas that are in the realm?
You know what? To be honest, that is what ends up happening. In most cases, for sure, yeah. Because for
Uh-huh.
me, I'm gonna keep it 100. Like, I didn't think. I mean, in reality, would have been nice to find my partner and my better half coming from where I come
Uh-huh.
from, and my
Hey.
city and all that. Yeah, but I
Uh-huh.
found that, and I think that what me and him have is something special. But everybody doesn't have that story. You know what I mean? So I think, of
Uh-huh.
course, you end up going to find something else. The same ain't shit niggas is in every city.
Well, shit. That's all across the board. Yeah, you people out looking for a half instead of looking for a whole.
Fact,
That may be the problem. You're trying to
fact.
find a better half. You're trying to find a better half when it needs to be a better whole. You know what I'm
I know
saying? And
that's
if it ain't a
right.
whole, if it ain't a whole nigga, or excuse me, I don't like for females to be doing with the nigga shit and all that shit. So let me not support that. Let me take that out.
No, I agree.
It cuts freely and all the shit. Yet it's a respectful thing. Um,
But you made a good point though, because sometimes we are the same type of nigga that we looking for. Sometimes we just looking for somewhere else because we don't want it from our hometown, or we don't want to
Right.
because of whatever reason,
Yeah, because the other things follow. Other things, people know me and people talking, all this other shit. That's really what it looks like to me in an angle, in a sense. Instead of looking for that substance and really fucking with an individual, because these same individuals could be exactly from where, exactly in the part of town you just left. Why you not working with them, working on them,
Right.
trying to get them better and trying to get them to see how much of how much they need to come into their manhood. You know what I'm saying? Because you out looking for your better half, right? So why can't you be that for that man, that individual? Why can't you show him that, hey, this is what you need in your life and this is how you need to be? I'm trying to be there for you, type of thing.
Yeah. Somebody in the
Is that
comments said all niggas want to do here is have you pay them. That's why. Well, yeah.
Nah, that's my little sis. She's moving off of anger right now or something. I don't know what's
But
going
I
on
mean,
with
some
little
of
sis
that's
right
true
now.
though.
Now look, it's true at the
It's
same
hella
time.
niggas today
We
though
we
that have
we
that
we have
mentality. That's what they looking for.
that's for the niggas that certain individuals fuck with. What about the men? We here talking about men. We're not just talking about little niggas and little boys and people that's done you wrong and all that type of shit, right? We're not moving off of anger. We're not moving off of no emotional feeling at all. We moving off of logic, right? So right now we trying to figure out what's going wrong so we can try to make it right. You get what I'm saying? We're not trying to focus on everything that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? And right now, little sis, I don't know what's up with little sis. She actually got so we gonna make it right. I'm gonna have a sidebar conversation with your ass later on, little sis.
Yeah, but no, I think that I think as we grow and we learn and as we evolve, I think that what we want changes. But I think that goes with the inner work, right? So I think that a lot of us have
Yeah.
to get rid of the trauma. You know what I mean? Heal from the trauma. Let go of the anger. Let go of the fear. I mean, a lot of it is rooted in fear. Let's just keep it 100. A lot of shit is rooted in fear. I'm afraid to get hurt. I'm afraid to be left and be a single mom. I'm afraid to be cheated on. I'm afraid to do X, Y, and Z. So it's a defense mechanism. You know what I mean? And we end up just saying, fuck it. I think there's a lot of women now that's like, fuck it. I'm going to just go with the flow. Or I'm going to just go with whatever. And not to say that there are enough women out there that don't want to, but I think sometimes we default to that because we're afraid to really put ourselves out there because it's like, well, shit. Is there any quality men out there to give us that?
Yeah. Okay.
That's
My bus, I was driving, so I was listening to you though. Now, are you in fear of that being the outcome? Because some people, because fear is just fear. It's some people are scared to succeed as well, right? So are you scared to relinquish the power, so you self-sabotage in order not to get that outcome that's truly needed? Because there can only be a masculine and a feminine. There can only be a dominant and a submissive in a situation or a relationship that is actually going to work. You know what I'm saying? So is it fear of having to play the right role? People don't want to come into their role, or is it just fear of the unknown?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think the unknown is probably the biggest. I mean, I can speak from the unknown. Like that, sometimes that makes me afraid, and that's just in life in general, whether it's success, businesses, relationships, whatever. I fear the unknown because I like to know what the fuck is going on. You know what I mean? But that's just me. But I think it's a little bit of both of that, right? And I think that now society has placed this picture for women to be like, do whatever, play these niggas. And I always am an advocate of like, I don't really believe that. I believe that every woman wants to be in love. I think that every woman wants a family and wants to be in love. And until I'm proven wrong, like I believe that. But I think that now we take this role of like, I don't give a fuck. I ain't gonna be hurt. That nigga not gonna play me. So that's what we stand on. And so I think that also that allows women to miss their mark, right? And miss their opportunity because we're standing on that, because we're told to be that way, because it's like that's playing it safe. But I don't believe that. I don't believe that women just want to be out here fucking with different niggas and doing all that. I don't sincerely, honestly believe that. But we do that because it's like, fuck it, what else we gonna do?
Yeah, I get that. I get that. Yet,
so we end up playing whatever position we
women,
think.
you do whatever you think. It went out. What did you say, y'all? So you guys end up playing
Oh, I
whatever
was saying I
position you
think
want?
that women we end up playing whatever position that we think it fits for that moment. So sometimes we play positions that we really don't even want to play. But if that's gonna get us in the game, then we're gonna play it.
Yeah. See, now I truly believe that. Yet I believe it's a different type of design that's formulated that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's very trendy right now for that role reversal shit, right? But I'm not gonna get, excuse me, everything out the butt is bullshit. However, I'm not gonna get too far down the rabbit hole or the outer space on that one, right? Yet
Right.
yet I'll double back to what you said on the fear. You like to know, right? Yet you got a business, right? And when you started your business, right, you pretty much started it on the unknown. You might have got some information over here, information over there, yet you were still basing it off of the unknown or what some can consider your faith.
Right.
So why individuals go into dealing with the individual good faith and and spotting those red flags and not staying around for the rest of the red flags so you can say, oh man, this is, see, I already knew this was gonna be fucked up, or incorporating or implementing your own red flags to make the outcome be exactly what you said you knew it was gonna be. If you knew that, then how? Yeah, this motherfucker stop. Can you
I
hear me?
think his phone went out for a second.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now. I hear you
Yeah, it
now.
froze a little bit. Okay, boom. Okay. Did you? I was finished. Did you hear? Did you get me or
I didn't
not?
hear the last
Where
part
did you
you
stop
said.
at? Where did it stop at? All right, where did it stop at?
Well, the last sentence you said. Oh,
I don't
about
know what.
fear of businesses. Fear of businesses. Oh, the red flags and stuff. You said about the red flags.
Oh, okay. Yeah. One implementing those red flags or incorporating those red flags themselves to sabotage the program, and then saying, "Oh, I knew this was gonna happen. I knew I shouldn't have fucked with this individual, right?" Yet, if you knew, then how was it the unknown?
Right. That.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, you better
I think
pin
I
that
think
shit.
I think a lot of us. He said, "Pit, I don't know how to do it, and I'm driving, folks."
Man, you gotta
I
learn how
think
to
a
pin
lot of
that
us.
shit. That
I
shit
think a
deep.
lot of us. I think a lot of us really, really need to fucking get out of our own fucking way.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's anyone else standing in the way of the success. Yet, I don't want to say, but only us. Only us is standing in our way, right? So when an individual says they want a man, you can speak that shit into existence so much that the man will find the man will show up. At the same time, you do got to put some work in. Don't get that fucked up. At the same time, when the men show up, when you recognize that's the man,
Yeah.
from all this smoke screen and all this other bullshit you done placed on your eyes, all these other lenses and glasses and all this other shit you done placed over your eyes to distort your vision, where you actually see that's the man that's sitting before you
Yeah.
when he fucking shows up. You know what I'm saying? Or were you dismissing like the boys that you've been dealing with because of the things that he said you didn't like? Well, was it right? Or was it wrong what he said? Was it helpful? Was it assisting in your life? Or what? Or do we tend to dismiss the women and the men that are really there and fucking with us in that fashion that we actually yearn for? You know what I'm saying? So that's it. That's a lot to do with the problems that we have today. Is people not recognizing certain things, and everybody, oh, I recognize. You don't recognize shit. You don't recognize the
Accountability.
motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, accountability is key, and nobody takes accountability these days.
And I
Who
honestly
fucking
think
takes
women, to be
accountability?
honest, like, I hate to be hard on them sometimes, but let's just be keep it 100. I mean, I think humankind can do a better job at accountability, but women, we don't do a good job at accountability in the choices that we make and the men that we choose. Period.
See, and that's the first. That's lovely because some of us men do it as well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So accountability is the first key already. Yet I'm gonna double back. Let me jump off of that unless you got some more to elaborate on that. Let me
No, go
jump
ahead.
off of that and double back to your love, right? Your love, right? Everybody's trying to chase this thing down, either because they want to see it, they want to feel it, or they never had it. Most of them never had it. So why are they trying to chase down love? Something they know nothing about, something that doesn't resonate with them because they've never had it, something that they cannot understand because it's never been implemented in love. Because I think that's more to do with the feeling than anything.
Yeah.